Welcome, fellow explorers and lovers of the extraordinary. Today we're embarking on a journey to one of the most otherworldly and captivating destinations on Earth, Iceland. Known as the land of fire and ice, this small Nordic island nation sits on the edge of the Arctic Circle, brimming with contrasting landscapes, from steaming geothermal valleys to colossal glaciers, from roaring waterfalls to tranquil fjords. If rugged natural beauty stirs your soul, then prepare to be spellbound. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll explore Iceland's must-see wonders in detail, venturing far beyond the usual tourist spots to show you hidden gems. Our quest will take us from the bustling capital of Reykjavik to mystical ice caves in Vatnajökull, then on to windswept black sand beaches on the southern coast. You'll gain insider tips on how to get around, where to sample the freshest Icelandic cuisine, and the best times to chase the ethereal northern lights. Let your imagination roam free as we uncover epic natural phenomena and dive into the country's Viking heritage. Iceland isn't just about sights, it's about experiences. Soaking in a geothermal lagoon under the midnight sun, hearing the crash of a waterfall echo through a mossy canyon, or savoring a plate of fresh-caught Arctic char in a cozy harbor village. Our in-depth tour of Iceland will leave you inspired, informed, and eager to plan your own Arctic adventure. Ready to be transported to a realm of glacial magic and volcanic splendor? Let's begin this epic odyssey across Iceland. 1. Reykjavik, the vibrant capital. Our first stop is Reykjavik, Iceland's capital and home to over half of the nation's population. Far from being just a gateway to natural wonders, this charming city boasts a unique blend of Nordic tradition and cutting-edge modernity. Pastel-colored houses line the streets, murals and street art brighten the facades, and cozy cafes beckon you in from the brisk Icelandic air. You'll notice a lively cultural heartbeat pulsing through every corner, thanks to its vibrant music scene, thriving art galleries, and creative cuisine. At the heart of Reykjavik stands Hallgrímskirkja, the towering concrete church whose design was inspired by Iceland's basalt columns. Take the elevator to the top for a panoramic view of the city's brightly colored rooftops and the distant mountains. Nearby, you'll find the iconic Sun Voyager sculpture along the waterfront, a gleaming steel ode to the spirit of exploration. Stroll down the main shopping street, Laugavegur, where you can sample everything from traditional Icelandic hot dogs to artisanal chocolate, or browse local handicrafts fashioned from wool and lava rock. Reykjavik's nightlife is as spirited as its days. As the evening chill rolls in, pop into a local bar to taste craft beers brewed with pure Icelandic water, or catch a live show featuring Iceland's up-and-coming bands. Music festivals like Iceland Airwaves attract artists and fans from around the globe, turning Reykjavik into a winter wonderland of sound and celebration. Whether you're marveling at innovative architecture, delving into Viking history at the National Museum, or warming up in a neighborhood pool heated by geothermal energy, Reykjavik's subtle magic is the perfect prelude to Iceland's broader wonders. 2. The Golden Circle, Iceland's classic trio. Next on our adventure, we set off on the legendary Golden Circle, a popular route showcasing three of Iceland's most iconic attractions: Thingvellir National Park, the geyser geothermal area, and the mighty Gullfoss waterfall. Easily accessible from Reykjavik, this day trip reveals the unique tectonic and volcanic forces that shaped Iceland's dramatic landscape. Our first stop is Thingvellir National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site steeped in both geological and historical significance. It was here that Iceland's first parliament, the Alþingi, convened in 930 AD, making Þingvellir the cradle of the island's legislative heritage. Equally captivating is the park's geology. It sits in a rift valley where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart. You can even walk along the Almannagjá Gorge to literally stand between two continents. Pressing on, the next highlight is the geyser area, from which all geysers worldwide get their name. Though the original Great Geyser no longer erupts regularly, the neighboring Strókkur puts on a reliable show every few minutes, blasting boiling water up to 20 meters high. You'll likely smell the sulfur in the air as steam wafts across the geothermal fields, lending an otherworldly aura to the place. Finally, we arrive at the thunderous Gullfoss, or Golden Falls. Fed by Iceland's second-largest glacier, Jökull, these multi-tiered falls tumble into a rugged canyon, sending mist into the air that can create vivid rainbows on sunny days. Feel the power as the roaring glacier melt crashes over the rocky drop. Stand at one of the viewing platforms for a front-row seat to nature's raw might. Together, these three stops encapsulate the elemental spirit of Iceland, revealing how fire, ice, and political unity converge to form the nation's identity. Three, the South Coast, waterfalls and black sand beaches. Continuing along Iceland's famed ring road brings us to the South Coast, an absolute must for anyone seeking cinematic landscapes. This region is famous for its waterfalls that cascade down emerald cliffs and beaches made of pitch-black volcanic sand. Pack your camera gear and your sense of awe. Every turn can reveal a new natural masterpiece. Our first major stop is Seljalandsfoss, a graceful waterfall that plummets from a rocky overhang at a height of nearly 60 meters. What makes Seljalandsfoss truly special is that you can walk behind its flowing curtain, peering out through the shimmering veil of water at the horizon. Wear a waterproof jacket. You'll definitely get misted, but the experience is well worth it. Just a short drive away is Skógafoss, another towering waterfall whose thunderous roar and constant spray often conjure up vivid rainbows. For the adventurous, climb the steep stairs to the top for panoramic views of Skógafoss plunging into the fertile valley below. As you continue east, the landscape opens up to Reykjavik, Iceland's renowned black sand beach near the village of Vík. Here, powerful Atlantic waves crash against jet-black shores, and basalt sea stacks called Reynistrangar rise hauntingly from the surf. The geometric basalt columns at the base of the cliffs, often crowded with nesting seabirds, are a photographer's dream. Be cautious of the sneaker waves, which can come unexpectedly far ashore. While you're in the area, explore the nearby Dyrhólaey Peninsula, where an arch of volcanic rock juts into the ocean and puffins gather to nest in warmer months. From cascading waterfalls to volcanic shores, the South Coast encapsulates Iceland's fierce and enchanting coastal beauty. 4. Vatnajökull and Jökulsárlón. Glacial grandeur traveling further east brings us into the realm of Vatnajökull, Europe's largest glacier by volume, and the surrounding Vatnajökull National Park. If ever there were a place that felt like stepping into a fantasy world, this would be it. Vast, white expanses dominate the landscape, with rugged ice caps feeding spectacular waterfalls and shimmering lagoons. This region offers some of the best glacier hiking, ice caving, and snowmobiling experiences on the planet, so prepare for a true winter wonderland no matter the season. One of Iceland's crown jewels is Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. a mesmerizing body of water where colossal icebergs break off from the Jökulsárlón Glacier and drift lazily toward the Atlantic. Their surfaces glint in shades of white and vivid blue, sculpted into ever-shifting forms by wind and water. You can take a boat tour, either by amphibious vehicle or zodiac, to glide among these floating giants and, if lucky, spot seals popping their heads up for a curious glance. Adjacent to Jökulsárlón is the striking Diamond Beach, where translucent ice chunks wash ashore and glisten like diamonds against the coal-black sand. For those craving even deeper immersion, guided tours allow you to venture into the ice caves that form within Vatnajökull's fringes. Step inside to find a crystalline realm of glowing turquoise walls and rippling textures, Mother Nature's sculpting at its finest. Keep in mind that these caves are only stable during the colder months and can shift from year to year. Indeed, the glacial landscape is in constant transformation, reminding us of nature's incredible power and fragility. 5. The East Fjords, quiet coastal beauty. As the ring road winds further east, dramatic fjords begin to cut into the coastline. Known collectively as the East Fjords, these remote inlets showcase a quieter, more off-the-beaten-path side of Iceland. Majestic mountains plunge into tranquil seas, and fishing villages cling to the slopes, exuding a timeless charm untouched by the bustle of tourism. One such gem is the village of Seyðisfjörður, reached via a winding mountain pass that offers breathtaking views at every turn. Colorful wooden houses line the narrow streets, reflecting a strong Scandinavian influence from when Norwegian settlers first arrived. The artsy vibe here is palpable. You'll find galleries, a creative community center, and an annual arts festival that draws visitors from around the globe. Enjoy a leisurely walk to the harbor or hike into the surrounding hills to discover hidden waterfalls and panoramic vistas. Further down the coast, you'll encounter other small towns like Djúpivogur, known for its slow-paced life, and the famous outdoor sculpture exhibit, Eggin í Gledivik, featuring large-scale egg sculptures representing the local bird species. Wildlife enthusiasts can keep their eyes peeled for reindeer herds that roam the East Fjords, a legacy of 18th-century attempts at domestication. With fewer crowds and raw landscapes, the East Fjords will reward those seeking contemplative solitude and a deeper connection with Iceland's rugged coastal heartbeat. 6. North Iceland. Mývatn, Húsavík, and Akureyri. We now traverse to North Iceland, a region teeming with volcanic marvels, charming towns, and chances to see whales breaching in frigid waters. This part of the country boasts a diverse range of attractions, from lunar-like lava fields to Europe's most powerful waterfall, all wrapped in a crisp northern climate that only adds to its allure. A key highlight is Lake Mývatn, famed for its otherworldly volcanic landscapes. Stroll through the Dimmuborgir lava fields to discover twisted rock formations that look like a magical fortress. Nearby, you'll find Hávarir, a geothermal hotspot where boiling mud pots and fumaroles emit clouds of sulfuric steam. The region's raw geothermal intensity continues at the Mývatn Nature Baths, where you can soak in soothing mineral-rich waters while gazing at the surrounding mountains. No journey through North Iceland would be complete without witnessing Dettifoss, the most powerful waterfall in Europe by flow rate. Its thunderous cascade cuts through a desolate canyon, a humbling testament to the sheer force of nature. If you're hoping to spot whales, head to the coastal town of Húsavík, often regarded as Iceland's whale-watching capital. Boat tours depart regularly in search of humpbacks, minke whales, and even the majestic blue whale on occasion. Further inland lies Akureyri, the unofficial capital of the north, offering a vibrant art scene, delightful cafes, and one of the northernmost botanical gardens in the world. From geothermal wonders to wildlife encounters, North Iceland delivers a spectacular tapestry of experiences that few regions can match. Seven, the Westfjords, untamed wilderness. For travelers eager to push beyond well-trodden paths, the Westfjords offer some of Iceland's most untamed landscapes. Protruding like a giant claw into the North Atlantic, this peninsula region is a patchwork of steep fjords, jagged coastline, and far-flung communities where nature still reigns supreme. Driving the roads here can be challenging, often narrow, winding, and sometimes unpaved, but that's part of the adventure. One unmissable sight is the mighty Dinjandi waterfall, a cascading series of falls that fans out into a bridal veil shape. A short uphill trek rewards you with close-up views of each tier as you ascend through a series of smaller waterfalls leading to the grand finale. The thunderous sound of rushing water in this secluded setting is a true feast for the senses. Coastal villages like Ísafjörður serve as base camps for exploring the surrounding wilderness, offering museums that highlight the region's fishing heritage and cozy cafes to ward off the northern chill. If solitude and bird life intrigue you, head to Lathrabjarg, Europe's largest bird cliff, where puffins nest in the thousands during summer. You can observe these comical little birds up close. Just be sure to watch your footing on the cliff edge. In the Westfjords, no 2 days are alike. The weather, the light, and the raw power of the sea combine to shape a realm that feels wonderfully removed from modern chaos. Eight, Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Iceland in miniature, often described as Iceland in miniature. The Snæfellsnes Peninsula compresses the island's diverse landscapes into a relatively small area. Dominated by the glacier-capped Snæfellsjökull volcano, made famous by Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, this peninsula boasts lava fields, sea cliffs, golden beaches, and quaint fishing towns. It's an ideal option if you want a wide sampling of Icelandic scenery without covering massive distances. One of the peninsula's most iconic sights is Kirkjufell, a lone mountain with a striking peak frequently photographed alongside its nearby waterfalls, known as Jökulsárlónsfoss. The symmetrical mountain shape and vantage points make it a hotspot for photographers, especially under the glowing curtains of the aurora borealis, or the gentle illumination of the midnight sun. On the western tip of the peninsula lies the Snæfellsjökull National Park, where a network of hiking trails ventures across moss-covered lava fields and up close to the glaciated volcano itself. In clear weather, you can glimpse the sparkling ice cap from miles away. Snæfellsnes is also home to dramatic coastal formations like Arnarstapi and Helnar, where cliffside arches and basalt columns frame turquoise ocean waters. Wander the rocky pathways and keep an eye out for kittiwakes, fulmars, and other seabirds nesting on the ledges. Tuck into a local cafe to taste seafood chowder simmered with freshly caught fish, a testament to the region's fishing heritage. Whether you're marveling at towering cliffs or strolling windswept beaches, Snæfellsnes captivates with a perfect cross-section of all that makes Iceland so mesmerizing. Nine, Blue Lagoon and geothermal spas. After days of epic exploration, it's time to pamper yourself in Iceland's famous geothermal spas. a chance to experience the country's deep connection to its underground energy. The most renowned is the Blue Lagoon, located in a volcanic landscape near Keflavik International Airport. Enveloped in swirling steam, you'll bathe in milky blue waters, rich in minerals like silica and sulfur, renowned for their skin-nourishing properties. While it's grown into a major attraction, soaking in the Blue Lagoon can still be a tranquil respite if you time your visit wisely. Many visitors cap off their trip with a relaxing dip here, but the Blue Lagoon isn't the only option. Geothermal pools dot the island, such as the Secret Lagoon near Fludir or the Mývatn nature baths in the north, each offering its own vibe and scenic backdrop. You can also find smaller, less touristed hot springs in the highlands or by remote riversides. Locals have long embraced bathing in geothermal waters as a way to unwind, socialize, and warm their bones in Iceland's chilly climate. Remember, each spa or hot spring comes with its own set of etiquette. Showering thoroughly beforehand is customary, and quiet conversation is often appreciated in these serene environments. Whether you choose a famed lagoon or a lesser-known pool, letting the naturally heated waters envelop you is an unforgettable part of the Icelandic experience. Float amidst rising steam under a starlit sky, and you'll soon understand why bathing culture is so integral to life in the land of fire and ice. Chasing the Northern Lights. No trip to Iceland would be complete without addressing one of its most awe-inspiring spectacles, the aurora borealis, commonly known as the Northern Lights. Dancing ribbons of green, purple, and pink often streak across the sky during Iceland's darker months, usually from late September to early April. Witnessing these celestial curtains unfurl is a transcendent moment, one that leaves even the most seasoned travelers speechless. To increase your chances of seeing the lights, plan to be in areas with minimal light pollution. The countryside, far from city glow, offers the best vantage points. Popular spots include the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, which provides a shimmering foreground of icebergs, or the pristine skies of the Westfjords. You can also join an aurora tour departing from Reykjavik, where guides use live forecasts to track clear skies and enhance your likelihood of witnessing the phenomenon. Patience and flexibility are key. Cloud cover or an inactive solar wind can deter the light show. On a night when the forecast aligns, bundle up against the cold and cast your gaze skyward. You might see a faint glow initially, but as your eyes adjust, the colors intensify, swirling and cascading across the night. Some nights the auroras glow steadily. Other nights they flicker in a wild, pulsating dance. Regardless of the form they take, the Northern Lights lend Iceland a magical aura, making braving the chill and the long wait more than worthwhile. Practical tips and cultural insights. Before we wrap up, let's delve into some practical tips and cultural insights to help you get the most out of your Icelandic adventure. First, remember that Iceland's weather is famously unpredictable. A day that starts clear and sunny can shift to rain or even snow within hours, especially in the highlands. Layer your clothing and always keep waterproof gear on hand. Driving in Iceland can be both exhilarating and challenging. The ring road, Route 1, is mostly paved, but side roads, especially in remote areas, may be gravel or closed during harsh winter conditions. Always check the Icelandic Road and Coastal Administration website for up-to-date conditions if you plan to venture into the highlands or the Westfjords. Keep an eye out for sheep during summer. They roam freely and can appear on roads unexpectedly. When it comes to cuisine, don't shy away from local specialties like skyr, a thick yogurt-like dairy product, fresh lamb, or the locally caught Arctic char. You may also come across traditional dishes such as fermented shark or smoked puffin, but these are more for the culinary thrill seekers. And while Iceland isn't the cheapest destination, remember that tap water is among the purest in the world. No need to buy bottled water. Finally, respect the land. Iceland's fragile moss and volcanic soils can take decades to recover from human footprints. Stick to marked trails, observe posted signs, and carry out any trash you bring in. The nation's geothermal power and reliance on renewable energy set an inspiring example. So let's do our part to preserve Iceland's pristine beauty for generations to come. We've journeyed through the vibrant capital of Reykjavik, circled the iconic stops of the Golden Circle, encountered colossal glaciers and black sand beaches, and marveled at the thunder of mighty waterfalls. We've trekked across fjords to remote villages, bathed in geothermal pools, and waited in excited anticipation for the northern lights to paint the sky. At every turn, Iceland has shown us a land forged by the primal dance of fire and ice, shaped by a heritage that honors both nature's fragility and its overwhelming power. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or contemplating your very first trip abroad, Iceland offers something truly extraordinary: raw, unfiltered landscapes unlike anywhere else on Earth. It's a place that reminds us of our planet's untamed forces, teaching us humility and wonder in equal measure. Now that you've glimpsed the breadth of adventures Iceland holds, it's time to plan your own escape to these Nordic shores. Pack warm layers, an open mind, and a hearty appetite for exploration. Thank you for joining us on this in-depth tour of Iceland's wonders. If you found inspiration in these epic vistas and cultural insights, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We've got more global journeys in store, each destination as breathtaking as the last. Until then, safe travels and continue discovering this beautiful world around us.